Edwin and Iris are lab technicians for a forensic analytical chemistry lab. Iris has been recently hired and is very ambitious. Edwin is training Iris to analyze heavy metals in water using flame atomic absorption spectrometry.
This is the flame atomic absorption spectrometer. This instrument is used to measure heavy metals in water. These are the cathode lamps that emit a radiation specific to the heavy metal, such as cadmium. Cadmium is a silver-white malleable metal with a bluish tin surface. The lever selects the correct lamp to emit the radiation. The flame is lit across the bar shown inside. The tank contains the acetylene gas that will ignite the flame. Standards are used to create a calibration curve, and the sample will be placed into the beaker where it is aspirated into the flame, and it will vaporize any cadmium that is present. The cadmium will absorb the light emitted by the cathode lamps, and the absorbance is proportional to the
Daniel is an EHO and receives a call from the coroner regarding a suspicious incident involving the death of Edwin at his office.
Hello?
Hi, is this the health department? I'd like to speak to a health officer.
This is a health officer speaking.
I recently received a case on a male who suffered from a heart attack but had elevated levels of cadmium in his body. I'd like the health department to investigate possible sources of cadmium at the victim's office where the incident occurred.
Cadmium in his blood?
Yes. Do you know some health effect of cadmium?
Well, it accumulates in the liver and the kidneys and can lead to kidney dysfunction. However, it's a non-essential nutrient, so I don't know how he had elevated levels in his body.
What about some potential sources of exposure in the office setting?
Well, it could be from ingestion of cadmium from drinking water. The maximum acceptable concentration is set at 5 parts per billion, but it is not usually found at such high levels. So I'm not sure how he had those elevated levels in his body.
What about health effects?
Acute exposure to high levels of cadmium in drinking water can lead to cramping, vomiting, and gastroenteritis. However, it looks like he may have had chronic exposure since you said he had elevated levels in his body. It is also suggested that chronic exposure can lead to softening of the bones, accompanied by lumbar pain, myalgia, and spontaneous fractures, which can lead to skeletal deformation. I'll start up an investigation and get back to you. Oh wait, one more thing. The evidence is inconclusive, but some research has shown that chronic exposure, can lead to hypertension. This could also be a potential risk factor for a heart attack.
Oh, okay. I will wait for your call.
Okay.
Daniel is taking a water sample using a sterile sampling bottle. Being careful not to touch the neck of the bottle and the inside of the cap, the water is filled to the fill line mark, approximately 3/4 full. A requisition form is filled, which includes the name, date, sample content, and analytical test. The form is attached to the sample and is submitted to the lab on the same day. Iris reported that no cadmium was detected in the drinking water and food samples. Daniel was shocked, but Iris informed him that Edwin regularly consumed about 6 packs of instant noodles per day. Daniel is led to believe that this was probably more significant to causing heart attack and advised the coroner of this fact.